Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me. I am back. Let's talk about Riverdale. No snappy intro or housekeeping. I don't feel well. I know, again. I feel so down that I forgot that my guys weren't standing up. Let's get into Riverdale. Now, this episode was interesting, the mid-season premiere. I am going to split it up into three stories. If you can hear that, sorry. TV and all. Three stories. One is Archie. Two is Jughead and Veronica, because their stars were connected this episode. And then the last one is Betty. Alright, so let's get into Archie's story. Archie's story is, apparently when we last left him, he went off to get like a temporary ranger job in the woods. Giving me serious Firewatch vibes, which, by the way, when are we ever going to get a sequel or a movie? That thing was so damn good. Anyway, back to this. And so things are looking pretty okay for Archie. He's having to avoid people, but he's doing pretty well, him and the dog. That is until an invisible bear attacks him. I say invisible bear because we never see it. We don't even hear a growl. We just see paw print, and then we see him post-attack. I know budget, but still. And in any other show, CW show, it would be like, okay, he's now a werebear. That was no ordinary bear. He's now a werebear. Which, that would be interesting, especially to have a werebear as a main character on a TV show. But no, that's not what we get. What we get instead is him going on this weird spiritual journey that I don't like. Round one was Cassidy and the rest of the douchebag robbery crew, who are all dead, tell Archie that he needs to kill the Red Hood. Yeah, the Black Hood. Red Hood. Thinking about DC. The Black Hood. He kills the Black Hood. Then we got the warden of the juvenile detention center that Archie was at, evil warden dude who's dead. He came back in this spiritual journey and told Archie to kill the Black Hood. Wait, no. He told him to kill Hyrim. And he does. Then get back, and it's Betty, Jughead, and Veronica. And basically, they don't tell us who he has to kill. They just show us. He opens the door, and it's younger Archie in bed at his home. Basically saying that he needs to kill his old self, he needs to kill his innocence. They even bring in Fred to try to talk him out of it, but he's like, nope. Fuck this. I screwed everything up. So instead of realizing that you fucked up, Archie, and you should go back to the way that you were at the beginning of the show, actually get the fuck back to music, and be the good old boy guy who curves Veronica's dark side, because she goes dark in this episode. Because he's not there. And instead of doing that, he's like, nope, I need to kill that side of me. I need to kill the innocents. Kind of a Game of Thrones thing. Kill the boy to kill the innocents. Which I do not like. Oh boy. This episode is full of a lot of decisions that I did not care for. But speaking of, we go to our next story, which starts off with the revelation that Choni are basically now thieves. Cheryl Blossom has gone from Red Arrow to Catwoman. Like she even has a cat mask that she wears. And being Cheryl, she gets a little too cocky and goes after Hyrim and steals from the lodges. After Jughead told her not to and told them no more crime. So, meanwhile, while that's been going on, Veronica has been dealing with the fact that apparently her dad only had the quarantine for a few weeks, like while they were on break, but we don't get to see more of the quarantine. That would have been really cool to see them like quarantined off and get like kind of apocalyptic, but nope. Instead, we have her now running the speakeasy and just with no warning, boom, she's selling beer. She's selling beer to minors. She's selling alcohol to minors. Yeah, 'cause that's gonna ain't good. And apparently she keeps getting hassled by the Gargoyle Squad, the Gargoyle Gang, until she gives in. If you can hear that, sorry. Mom. And gives in to the Gargoyle Gang and allows her dad to protect her. But she tries to fool him by cooking the books, but girl, you're dealing with Hyrim Lodge, the master of crime. You can't really pull it over him. You can pull one over on the rich boy with the gambling problem, but not Hyrim fucking Lodge. That's like trying to be a secret burglar in Metropolis. Ain't going to work. He's got X-ray vision. But anyway, back to this. So she acquiesces, but then Jughead says, hey, our serpents need money, so why don't, without it being illegal, so why don't we go work for you? She's like, okay, but I need the egg that Cheryl stole. He's like, okay. And so he kicks Cheryl out and Tony, even though Tony's a legacy and is pissed about it. And then Cheryl brings up the fact that you didn't kick out Fangs for dealing drugs, and so he's like, okay, Fangs, I need you to give me your jacket. And Fangs gets pissy. Dude, you were the one who broke the law and was selling drugs. You don't really have a leg to stand on. I mean, I'm sorry about your mom, but you didn't have to go to drugs. And then get pissy when you got caught. But anyway, that is short-lived because FP and Jughead decide to ask him to be an undercover person in the Gargoyle Gang. And so now the serpents are protecting the speakeasy. And Veronica, after Jughead went through all that shit to get the egg back, kicked Cheryl and Tony out of the gang. She breaks the damn thing. Like, as a message. As you can see, I will admit that it was well acted. And, well, the actors and all did well with what they were given. But I don't particularly like what they were given in this episode. I kind of like the stuff that they're doing with Jughead, especially the whole Fangs going undercover. But it is very obvious from the way that they're talking that Jughead's story is probably going to end with FP dead and Jughead either no longer a serpent or no longer leading the serpents. And I got the sinking suspicion that maybe Veronica will end the season in juvie herself. Flip the switch. Because she needs a reality check. Because she's going dark. Even though I like Veggie, I don't like her going dark. And then last story, which was probably my favorite of them, even though I saw a couple of the twists coming from a mile away. I didn't see the last one. That's Betty's story. Betty's story is having to deal with all the kids from the sisters and trying to get the sisters to roll over on Hyrim. The kids are freaked out. They've got her playing. They've got her... They're basically worshipping her, which is not good. Then the farm girls come in to say that they should go to the farm. She says no. She asks some of the parents and stuff to take the kids in, and they're like, okay. But then, while Babe was away, Alice had a chat with Edgar. I don't know why I said Alice. I meant to just do Edgar. And Edgar told them that they should go to the farm, so they went to the farm. And this was for about the time that Betty found out that the sisters of God Mercy aren't really connected to the Vatican. Like, they've been disconnected, disavowed for 60 years. So they finally get the headmistress to roll. But when they do, all of the sisters have been... Their bail has been posted. And then they wrote on the wall something like, "We join thee." And yeah, now all the sisters are dead. Betty finds them in the gargoyle room, dead with blue lips, so they're dead, so... There goes that story, and there goes Harley. So, I guess the Sisters of Quiet Mercy story is just done. I hope they can give Betty her own story that isn't, like, connected to Jughead. I mean, it looks like for some reason they're going to involve Hal again. For some reason. But, anyway, let's hope that the future is better than now. Knock on wood. But anyway... Thank you guys for watching. Next time you'll see me. Might be for a little something special. Tomorrow. Or later today. Depending on if I can get this out before 12 or not. But anyway. Thursday. Might be getting something special from me. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time. And beyond.